Quarterback keeps up to the 50, past the 50, up to the 49 of Refugio, and the ball will go over on downs to Refugio. Guys, please let us know how the stream looks, how it sounds. We finally got our router installed in the press box. I have a strong signal where I'm sitting. The field camera's got a pretty strong signal. And here comes Refugio's offense again. Xander Wheels in the backfield, quarterback. He hands off to Montalvo, runs off to the right side, and he is going to go untouched to the end zone. Touchdown, Refugio. Looks like they're going to be going for two again. Xander Wheels keeps up the middle. No one there to stop him. 2-point conversion is good. So with 2:23 left to go in the first, Refugio leads 16-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
From Corpus Christi to Rockport, and from Aransas Pass to Refugio. From Mustang Island to Portland, and everywhere in between. We know the Coastal Bend. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. We're from here and we're your neighbors, not some big corporate machine. So don't forget to visit Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
Back here in Refugio. Refugio's taking a 16-0 lead in the first quarter. We'll be kicking back off to Three Rivers. Another onside kick. Three Rivers recovers. And it's going to be 1st and 10. It looks like the 45-yard line of Three Rivers. Handoff to the left side. He is brought down at about the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Be second down and 8. Another handoff. He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Lost about 3 yards, 4 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 13. Ms. Barber, this is a combined junior high team, 7th and 8th graders. Quarterback was taken down by Colt Kelly, and that's going to bring up a first down and 10 for Refugio. There you go, Mr. Pate. Our roaming camera on the sidelines. That ball looks like it's be intercepted at about the 15-yard line. Three Rivers takes over. Well, we finally got the router installed, hardwired to the press box, which is actually on a beam from a satellite from the field house. The router was donated by Mr. Wayne Henning, and of course we can't thank him enough for doing that for us. It seems to be working great at the moment. And we have a timeout, and we'll take one with it. We will be right back.
The Refugio ISD Education Foundation, along with the Bobcat Band and cheerleaders, arrived in style on fire trucks for the 2021 Catwalk. 14 teachers were surprised last month with a big check to fund their 2021 Innovative Teaching Grants. It was great to see the excitement from the teachers and the students as the checks were presented to teachers on each campus. In the past 2 years, the Education Foundation has donated over $68,000 to the district to fund equipment and materials for the classrooms. You can join us in supporting the students and teachers. Go to the Refugio ISD Education Foundation website or Facebook page and find out how. Order a brick or a bench for the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Participate in a fundraiser or just make a donation. Help us have a bigger catwalk in 2022.
We're back. I have no audio on my commercials in my earpiece, so I can't hear it playing. Did everybody hear the commercial from the Refugio Education Foundation? Another handoff to the left side. It seems like they've run that play every time. He lost some yardage back to the 10. It's going to be second down 15, it looks like. Great. I'm glad to hear that, guys. And that's the end of the first quarter. Refugio leads 16-0, and we shall return shortly.
We're from here and we're your neighbors. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet deal.
We're switching ends of field here. Thank everybody for watching. We finally got our router installed. So hopefully this will take care of all the problems we've been having. Mr. Pate, I don't know that it matters. If we use a hotspot, I don't think the cell service is any different from 7 o'clock to 7:30. There's a cell tower that, I mean, I can literally reach out and grab it, looks like. It's that close, but the hotspot just won't work. But now we have a hard line router that's putting out a signal that we are connected to, and it seems to be working great. That's some pretty good yardage there from Three Rivers. We got a first down out of it. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Pate. The hot spot's just not quite hot enough, I don't believe. And then I used my phone during youth football and it worked great on Saturday mornings, but on Friday nights it doesn't seem to work right. I don't understand it either. I'm not that technical. But if it's working, we're going to leave it alone. And the router won't be unplugged until the end of the regular season. Quarterback, that running back went nowhere. Lost about 3 yards on that. Be 2nd down and 13. Yes, sir. I can see that. I don't understand it. I don't think the Wi-Fi or anything else matters if it's day or night. Maybe it's got a mind of its own. We'll just leave it at that. It's 2nd down and 13. 6:12 left to go in the half. Quarterback tried to roll out to his left side and was tackled behind the line of scrimmage, lost a couple more yards. 3rd down and 15. I came up this morning about 8 o'clock or so and walked sideline or end zone to end zone and for the field camera, and it worked great. And I get here at about 4 o'clock, I get everything set up, the router was unplugged. So, you know, it took a little while to get that plugged back in. We lost a little bit of the game, but we're here now. And it looks like we have another timeout. And we'll take it also. We'll be right back.
From Corpus Christi to Rockport, and from Aransas Pass to Refugio. From Mustang Island to Portland, and everywhere in between. We know the Coastal Bend. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. We're from here and we're your neighbors, not some big corporate machine. So don't forget to visit Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
The Refugio ISD Education Foundation, along with the Bobcat Band and cheerleaders, arrived in style on fire trucks for the 2021 Catwalk. 14 teachers were surprised last month with a big check to fund their 2021 Innovative Teaching Grants. It was great to see the excitement from the teachers and the students as the checks were presented to teachers on each campus. In the past 2 years, the Education Foundation has donated over $68,000 to the district to fund equipment and materials for the classrooms. You can join us in supporting the students and teachers. Go to the Refugio ISD Education Foundation website or Facebook page and find out how. Order a brick or a bench for the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Participate in a fundraiser or just make a donation. Help us have a bigger catwalk in 2022.
Back here at Jack Sportsman Bobcat Stadium, Three Rivers just ran their third down play, lost more yardage. Looks like it's about fourth down and about 18. And we have another timeout. We have our JV game coming up right after this game. And then tomorrow about 4 o'clock we'll be broadcasting the Refugio Lady Cats. They have a big district game against the neighbors from the south, Woodsboro. That determines seeding, I believe, for the playoffs. Three Rivers punted and got about 4 yards out of it. Refugio takes over 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, 23-yard line. And that was Fabian Garcia on the touchdown run there, making the score 22-0. We haven't got our field camera guy trained yet, but he's going to get there. Two-point conversion is good. Makes the score 24-0 with 4:51 left in the half. Mr. Pate, it's a lot more technical than I'd like to know about with the streaming issue stuff. It all depends on the traffic on the towers, all that good stuff. And Verizon and Refugio's not that great as far as signal goes. Another onside kick. Recovered about the 48-yard line of Three Rivers. Well, they'll take over, 1st and 10. I'd like to thank our sponsors for coming along the ride with us. Even throughout all the problems, they've stuck with us. We have the Refugio ISD Education Foundation, First State Bank of Refugio. We have Brian Eamon Insurance, Mid-Coast Lease Service, Refugio County Farm Bureau, Bobcat Alley Oil and Lube, and Wilkinson Chevrolet, which on Friday nights you hear a lot about them, a lot from them. They are our touchdown sponsor, and you know Refugio scores a lot of touchdowns. 1st and 10, Three Rivers. Quarterback keeps off to the right side. He's taken down at the 45-yard line. They're going to give him the 47. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Handoff to the left side. Goes nowhere again. Bobcat junior high defense is pretty good today. Ball mark still at the 37. It's 3rd down and 11. Quarterback lost the handle of the snap. Bulldogs keep the ball. And looks like we have another timeout, Refugio. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
We're from here and we're your neighbors. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet deal.
Refugio ISD holds special memories in the hearts of anyone who has ever been part of the school. The Refugio ISD Education Foundation provides resources that will create engaging learning experiences for students. You can be a part of the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Order a brick or a bench, and you will help to build on the tradition of excellence and opportunity that has always been at the heart of Refugio ISD.
You're watching the #1 source for the Refugio Bobcats, the Refugio Sports Network, with your hosts, Billy Sweeney and Ryan Linney.
Bulldogs in a 4th down there. Look like they're punting. Ball bounces at the 48-yard line and rolls to the Bobcat 43-yard line, where they will take over. 1st and 10. We have 2 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Billy's not here tonight. He comes down on Fridays. He lives up in Round Rock. So you get to hear me on Thursday nights. I claim I'm not a commentator. I'm trying my best here. Handoff. Right up the middle. Montavo. Untouched. all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Refugio. And off to the left. 2-point conversion is good. Makes it score 32-0. 2 minutes 45 seconds to go in the half. Mr. Pate, the stream that we use, or the program that we use is called Switcher Studio. Once the stream goes down, it goes down. We'd have to start a new stream to go audio. If the UIL doesn't grant us permission in the playoffs to broadcast it with video, we're going to do audio from the same system. But hopefully they will give us permission when we write that check for the rights to broadcast the game. And there's always a possibility that the stream can drop, and I'll bring up my cell phone. You won't get all this fancy stuff on the screen like you see now in the commercials, but it'll be my cell phone stream, kind of like we did with Edna. Ball's still loose. Fredo went for an onside kick again, and the Bulldogs have recovered. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. The JV has arrived from Three Rivers. That'll be our next game here. Lost yardage on that play, be a 2nd down in about 14. So handoff to the back, his knee touched the ground, lost a few more yards. It'd be 3rd down and about 16, 17 maybe. Oh, this says 14. 3rd down and 14. Those marks look like more than 4 marks. (17). 3rd and 17. Now, Mr. Pate, Coach Herring has asked us to remove the games after the live broadcast. So you wouldn't have seen the Edna game if you were looking for it online. A tackle by Weston Myers there in the backfield brings up a 4th down and 17. and another timeout's been called. Minute 2 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
When we say a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal, we mean it. At Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, we can get you financed. We are experts at second chance financing. With several financing options, we can find the financing that fits your needs. Remember, our favorite word is yes. That's Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family.
Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
Back here at the Jack Sportsman Bobcat Stadium. 32-0 with 1 minute, 2 seconds to play in the half. We have our JV game coming up after this one tonight. Tomorrow we have a Lady Cats playing Woodsboro at 4 o'clock. If you're in Refugio, come out and support them. If not, we will be right here streaming them. And then tomorrow evening, Three Rivers comes to town. And we will take care of Three Rivers tomorrow evening. Fumble on the snap, on the punt, picks it up and tries to run. Tackled about the 6, 7, 8 yard line. Depending on where they spot that ball. Looks like it's going to be on the 9 yard line. Thank everybody for watching. I think we finally got our streaming issues taken care of. It sounds like a broken record. I say that every week, but I think this time it's for real. We have another timeout on the field. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Wilkinson Chevrolet. If you're in need of a new or used vehicle, go see the folks down there in Wilkinson Chevrolet. They'll take good care of you down there. They also have a great service department. The Refugio ISD Education Foundation. Thank you guys for coming along the ride with us. They do wonderful things for our classroom teachers. They actually have fundraisers, give those teachers funds for things in their classroom, and let me tell you, it's helping out our kiddos. I'd like to thank First State Bank of Refugio. Checking, savings, loan accounts, go see the guys down there at First State Bank. They'll take care of you also. Got a 1st and 9, 1st and goal from the 9 yard line. And that's another touchdown. I can't see the guy's number because I'm blind as a bat. Nonetheless, another touchdown. Two-point conversion is no good. The pass out to Jamari Brown. Looks like he stumbled and hit the 1 yard line before he got over the goal line there. But with 51 seconds to go left in the half, it is 38-0 Refugio. I can bet you another onside kick's coming. There it is. And Refugio picks the ball up. It is Refugio ball on the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. So that time it works. First and 10 Bobcats on the Bulldog 48-yard line. Pass out to the left. Another touchdown run by Fabian Garcia. And a flag down. In fact, they're going to bring this one back. See if they call holding here. His coach picks up the referee's flag, so he has to bend over and pick it up. Well, I didn't see what he called, but they're moving Refugio back 15 yards, back to their own 47-yard line. So it'll be first and 15. From their own 47. Pass caught by Jadance Lewis, who makes a few moves. He's still on his feet. Tackled about the 32-yard line. Going to mark him at the 31 of the Bulldogs. And the coaches are in the face of the referee. And they're still arguing. We have an injury on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
When we say a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal, we mean it. At Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, we can get you financed. We are experts at second chance financing. With several financing options, we can find the financing that fits your needs. Remember, our favorite word is yes. That's Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family.
Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
The Refugio ISD Education Foundation, along with the Bobcat Band and cheerleaders, arrived in style on fire trucks for the 2021 Catwalk. 14 teachers were surprised last month with a big check to fund their 2021 Innovative Teaching Grants. It was great to see the excitement from the teachers and the students as the checks were presented to teachers on each campus. In the past 2 years, the Education Foundation has donated over $68,000 to the district to fund equipment and materials for the classrooms. You can join us in supporting the students and teachers. Go to the Refugio ISD Education Foundation website or Facebook page and find out how. Order a brick or a bench for the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Participate in a fundraiser or just make a donation. Help us have a bigger catwalk in 2022.
When you step out on that field, everyone is equal. Talent, it means nothing. They may be more talented than you, but if you show more heart, if you show more focus, if you just decide this day that you will never accept second place to anyone. If you do that, if you all do that, there's no one we cannot defeat. And there's no one that will want to challenge us ever again. So do you want to go out there like every other player, like every other team? Or do you want to stand up this day to make this day count?
Make it count. Leave your heart and soul out on that field. Make them remember who you are. Make them scared to ever set foot on the field with you ever again. Make them remember who you are. They will remember who you are. Make it count.
It's a nice run there by the running back. Makes it a first down and 10 from the 17-yard line. And that's halftime, folks. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back. Back here at Jack Sportsman Bobcat Stadium, where we're about 20 seconds away from the start of the second half. Refugio's going to be kicking off to the Bulldogs to start the second half. It's 38-0. Refugio's in the lead here. We have our JV playing right after this game against Three Rivers JV. They had a lot of move-ups in Three Rivers, is what I understand, from the JV to the varsity. Refugio has had 2 kids answer the call and been moved up to JV. I'm sorry, to the varsity. Kai Whitmire and Jordan King has now been placed on the varsity squad, and I'm sure they will get some playing time tomorrow evening. Thank you guys for staying with us and watching with us. I think we have finally figured out our streaming problems. I have full bars on the top of the press box from a router that I have installed in the press box. Seems to be working great. We got a field camera tonight. There you go, there's our field camera. Another onside kick, and looks like Refugio's going to recover again on the 44-yard line. So Refugio will start the second half, 1st and 10 from the 44. He's a little shaky on that field camera, but he's new. Got to work him in here. Hand off to the back, goes off to the right and picks up good yardage up to the 16-yard line. And that was Fabian Garcia again on the run. It's hard to see numbers from the screen I'm looking at. I don't get to watch the actual game. I gotta watch this screen here, and it's hard to see their numbers. This is like having a broadcast truck on top of the press box. All these different buttons to push. Hand off to Tayshawn Bland, who was pushed out of bounds at about the 2. You can see our cameraman down there on the track. That's his view. And it looks like we have another injury. So we will take another timeout and we will be right back.
From Corpus Christi to Rockport, and from Aransas Pass to Refugio. From Mustang Island to Portland, and everywhere in between. We know the Coastal Bend. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. We're from here and we're your neighbors, not some big corporate machine. So don't forget to visit Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
Back here in Refugio. Refugio leads 38-0 with 6:51 left to go in the third quarter. Refugio's got the ball on the 2-yard line. And he's a little bouncy. Handoff off to the right. He's taken down at the 4. They're going to put the ball down between the 4 and 3 yard line. I guess at the 3.5. There's another touchdown for Refugio, making it 44-0. Mr. Pate, I think I agree with you. We'd love to bring it to you, but unfortunately we got to go through the UIL to get that permission. That was a handoff to Jamari Brown. He'll get stuffed in the backfield. 2-point conversion is no good. So with 6:08 left to play in the third quarter, Refugio leads 44-0. Well, it looks like we're going to have another onside kick here. And 3 Rivers falls on this one. Mr. Pate, we'll do everything we can. If you would contact the UIL, I'm gonna fill out the form the first week of playoffs. I gotta wait for their approval before we get the permission to do it. I have the check written, ready to go. Through sponsorships and donors, we have a few of our playoff games paid for already. So all we need is the permission. If you'd like to help sponsor the broadcast, please send us a message on Facebook. We'll get in contact with you and get everything taken care of for you. Hand off to the right side. He loses a yard, but they marked it forward progress at the 45-yard line. So it'd be 2nd and 10. Second down 10 from the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Hand off to his left side here. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He got back up to the 45, or they'll mark it. Be 3rd down and 10. Thank everybody for watching. We have our JV playing right after this game here. Tomorrow evening we're going to stream the Lady Cats huge district game between Refugio and Woodsboro. And then tomorrow evening we'll start about 6:45 with our pregame show. Game starts at 7:30 tomorrow evening. The quarterback gets away from that tackle. And a penalty flag is thrown, face mask against Refugio. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Bulldogs are within the red zone here. Second down and 12 from the 19-yard line. Two minutes, 30 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Quarterback keeps off to his right side. And he is going to reach the end zone, touchdown, Three Rivers. Makes the score 44-6 with 2:11 left to play in the third. We have finally got our router installed in the press box. So far so good. I've had a green light the whole time on my screen here. Seems to be working okay. Knock on wood. Go outside and find a big tree and knock on it. Mr. Martin, this is a combined junior high game. We have our JV playing right after this one. Two-point conversion was no good. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, Bobcat Alley Oil and Lube here in Refugio. If you need air filter, oil filters, oil changes, tire pressure checks, those are the folks to go see here in Refugio. Thank you guys for coming along with us. Refugio County Farm Bureau. If you're in need of insurance, give those guys a call. Mid-Coast Lease Service. Brian Neiman Insurance. He is our timeout sponsor for our varsity contest tomorrow evening. Thank you for coming along the ride with us. And thank everybody that has donated to help us out this year. We've got, I believe, the equipment that we need to take us all the way to state final. We just need the UIL to say, okay, you can stream it. If not, we'll be doing audio broadcasts. You'll still hear us. Just going to be on the audio side. Finally got our field camera working. Although he's checking his phone at the moment. We'll start tomorrow's broadcast with Bobcat Trivia at 6:45. Then we'll come back with Whose Touchdown Is It Anyway, where it's a game that we play that you predict who's going to make the first touchdown any way possible. A lineman can pick the ball up and run it in. It would count if you picked that lineman's name. And don't forget our prediction game on Facebook. You have until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening to go put your prediction for tomorrow night's final score. Ball rolls out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Miss Campbell, you like the on the field group view? Well, you get to see the crowd then. First and 10 Bobcats from the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1:59 left to play in the third. Handoff to Tayshawn Bland. Picks up a couple yards. He's second down 8. Got a motion on Refugio. Back him up 5 yards. Try it again. Hand off to Richard Carillas. Brings up third down and about 15. Gonna bring up a 4th down and 12 from the 48-yard line. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Refugio leads 44-6. We will be right back and take a timeout break.
From Corpus Christi to Rockport, and from Aransas Pass to Refugio. From Mustang Island to Portland, and everywhere in between. We know the Coastal Bend. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, and we've been doing business in South Texas for years. We're from here and we're your neighbors, not some big corporate machine. So don't forget to visit Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
Back here in Refugio. About to be the start of the fourth quarter. 44-6 Refugio against Three Rivers. These are combined JV teams. I'm sorry, combined junior high teams, 7th and 8th grade. Our JV's coming up next. Like we're gonna have a motion on Refugio. Mr. Pate, I think they just want to end the game, to tell you the truth. Got a pass out to the right side, caught. Fumbled into the end zone, where it's going to be recovered by the Bulldogs. Be a touchback, brought back out to the 25-yard line. Mr. Ramirez is letting them know down there. Bulldogs take over. It'll be put on the 20. I'm sorry, it'll be on the 20-yard line, going the other way. 7-10 and counting in the ball game. Uh-oh. There we go. Fans are sitting to get chippy. Quarterback tackled, rolled off to the left side. Lost about 4 yards on that play. Second down and 14. It took to about the 20, the original line of scrimmage. It'd be third down and 10. Mr. Pate, they did a wonderful job refurbishing the stadium. Got orange highlights on the staircases here. The acoustics are better. They put new speakers in. Hey, we got Wi-Fi here at the stadium now. Although I'm using a router, broadcasting a signal out to us. Seems to be working great. I'm gonna get you a shot of this Refugio here at the stadium. Got orange and black lines all the way around the stadium here. They did a fabulous job. There's a new fence going up at the moment. Put a new fence around the whole place here. Three Rivers is in a punting formation here. And the ball was fumbled, taken over, recovered by Refugio on the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Refugio. There's you an up close and personal view of where the ball was spotted. Handoff taken to the right side. Tackled at the 3-yard line. Go mark it at the 4. It looks like he lost a yard. It'll be second and goal from the 4. 3 minutes and counting remaining in the ball game. Mr. Cuevas, the JV game is actually here tonight. They moved it the beginning of the week here to Refugio. Touchdown, Refugio. Makes the score 50-6. I'm assuming our coaches have asked all the district coaches if we can have all the games here because of all the traveling last year. And the district coaches are obliging so far, which makes it nicer for us. 2-point conversion is good, 52-6. Makes it nicer for us because I could just drive down the street and come onto the ball field, get stood up and get going. Gonna take a short break. We'll be right back.
From Corpus Christi to Rockport, and from Aransas Pass to Refugio. From Mustang Island to Portland, and everywhere in between. We know the Coastal Bend. We're Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio. And we're your neighbors, not some big corporate machine. So don't forget to visit Wilkinson Chevrolet in Refugio, where you're treated like family. Remember, a Wilkinson deal is a Chevrolet steal.
Back here at the Jack Sportsman Bobcat Stadium, Refugio leads 52-6. 2:37 left to go in the ball game. Another onside kick. Three Rivers recovers at the 50-yard line. Refugio's kicked every kick as onside kicks tonight. The 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 50-yard line. Quarterback keeps off to his left side. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him the 44. Lost about 5 yards on that. Second down, 15. 1 minute, 28 seconds to go in the ball game. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back here in a little while for the JV game. Handoff, and he's stuffed at about the 42. Loss of a couple more yards. 3rd and 17. I'd like to thank our sponsors and donors for staying along the ride with us. Tomorrow night we'll be playing our 8th ball game of the regular season. We have 3 more to go. Then the playoffs start. And we have a date circled on December the 3rd with Shiner. And that's the ball game. We went ahead and let the clock run out. So Refugio defeats Three Rivers Junior High 52-6. The JVs are going to get on the field and start warming up. And we will bring that to you live here in just a few minutes. Thank you for